Hi, I'm Jessie Ware and I hope you're enjoying the Nest sessions. I am here in my utility room, which is actually at the moment my kitchen. So I would like to make you a very, very easy, healthy, delicious, summery salad that you can all do at home with whatever you've got really. You can kind of make do. So it's called Benny's Drunken Crouton and Kale Salad, and my friend Benny Blanco, who is a wonderful, amazing producer and artist. I've done loads of music with him and my second and third record. He's a great cook, and he was over in London. He usually gets a boat to London because he doesn't like flying, so it taken him about kind of 7 days to get here. And I decided to pull out all the stops, so I thought I would invite Yotam Ottolenghi round, the god that is, the god of delicious cuisine, Mediterranean cuisine. And Benny loves Yotam. So we invited him round, everyone brought a dish, and Benny did this amazing drunken crouton salad. And Yotam commented on this salad the most. So I thought that you should all learn it. It's really, really simple. If you've got some bread that's going a bit stale, it's great. I'm using some amazing Snapery Bakery sourdough that actually is probably not stale enough because I got it yesterday, but it'll be fine. So I cut it this morning and left it out for a bit to try and dry it up a bit. So you're going to have some slices of sourdough, or ciabatta could work, and you're going to have quite a lot of butter, olive oil, parsley, Parmesan, white wine, and kale, and lemons. So those are all the ingredients. What we're going to start with is making the croutons. So what you're going to do is you're going to use some of the butter. You're going to hold back some of the butter for at the end. So you're going to use, all in all, it's 75 grams of butter. And you're going to put in, on a high heat, you're going to put the butter and olive oil, half of the butter and the olive oil. Now this is my induction hob that is kind of noisy. Hold on one sec. There you go. Okay, so, and also we set the fire alarm off every time we use it. So I'm going to put half the butter in, I'm going to put a glug of olive oil in, and we're going to start ripping up the bread so that they're all going to lie down. So yeah, Benny's made this. He makes everything. At the moment, if you follow him on Instagram, he is kind of making focaccias and pizzas, and he's just had his own cookery show out actually with Matty Mattison, and it's done really, really well. So he's great. So I'm waiting for this to melt. It is quite a lot of butter, but that's croutons and it's lovely. And then whilst I'm waiting for that, those are on the side there, I'm going to chop up some parsley that's going to be added near the end. And again, it can be quite, it's better if it's quite finely chopped, but it doesn't matter. I've pre-grated my Parmesan, so that's going to get bunged in with some of it's going to get bunged in with the croutons, and some of it's going to get massaged in with the kale and the olive oil and the lemon. So that's nearly melted. Let me just hike up the heat. Oh, this recipe is actually in my cookbook, Table Manners. I do a podcast called Table Manners where we talk about food and family and we share recipes. And so Benny was very sweet enough to offer this up for the cookbook. So I'm just going to make sure that I'm referring right to some of the measurements, because I usually am just like slapdash and I just throw things in, but I want to get it right. So we've melted the butter with the olive oil. We're going to put that'll do, that's fine. It's going to be on a high heat. That's the highest heat that this thing does. They're all going to go down here. Sam, come in. My husband is the cameraman today, and we're going to place them in the pan like this and wait for them to start browning. And actually, I'm going to use my Google Nest. Hold on one sec. Let's get them all in. I'll shove one more in. Come on. Actually, I'll shove two more in. Hey, Google. Please can you set a timer for 3 minutes?
Okay, 3 minutes. Starting now.
So yeah, my podcast is all about food and family and sharing food memories and nostalgia. And in lockdown, I've been cooking loads and making the most out of this situation here. And actually, it's been really lovely. I've made far too many banana breads, and this is actually just a really zesty, fun salad that's really, really quick and requires kind of very little. You're only going to use the kale with some lemon and olive oil, and then it's just kind of pepped up with the really lovely winey croutons and Parmesan-y croutons. So the parsley is all chopped up. I pre-grated the Parmesan, so that's going to be tossed in once they're brown. The croutons are brown on both sides, and then you kind of toss those in at the end. If you want also, actually today I'm going to add a little bit of lemon zest, so I'm just going to keep that there waiting, and I'll just bung loads of that in when we're ready. It doesn't have it in the recipe, but sod it. I'm going to put a little bit of lemon zest in with the croutons because I think it would be nice. We've got 1 minute on the clock. Thank you so much, Google. And we're just going to wait. And I guess whilst you're doing that, we could massage the kale, because this is a thing that I learnt when I was in Los Angeles. You massage a kale and it makes it really lovely and soft. So I'm going to put olive oil in there, some lemon juice, and you kind of do exactly that. You massage it all in and it softens up the leaves, which is really nice. And you just kind of make it all absorb in, and it's going to kind of go down in size, but it will taste much softer and kind of really lovely. I think they're doing all right, actually. Right, we've got 10 seconds on the clock. So that's kind of been massaged. You do it for a bit longer if you wanted, but I'm going to do this. Oh, thanks so much. Right, that's the timer telling me that it's been done. All right, hey Google, can you stop the timer, please? Oh, yes, all right. Okay, so let's check how these are doing. Oh yeah, they're looking nice and brown. I'm just going to use my fingers because it's quicker. So I'm going to add the remaining butter. I mean, it is quite a lot of butter, but that's what makes them delicious. And butter's really good for you. And usually I would have, actually, you know what? I'm not doing enough croutons, so I'm actually going to take some of that out, because as much as I adore butter, we don't need that much. Okay, so that's down. Now, I'm going to get my wine. 1 sec. So they're browning on the other side. And I'm going to put the wine in, and we're going to make sure that the wine evaporates. It's about 120 mils of dry white wine. This is not so crazy, not too high. So that's good. We're going to wait for the wine to evaporate in the pan. I'm actually going to turn it up a bit so it's going a bit. Just going to wait a bit for it to burn off some of the alcohol and liquid. And then, I've put too much bloody wine in. That's my lockdown from it. I've been drinking every night. It's like, oh, 120 mils actually. Put 500 in. Same thing. And I'm right. Babe, how'd you turn this up higher? That's the highest it goes. Why were we burning banana pancakes this morning? Yeah, I can't burn off some bloody wine. Why are you laughing at me? Right, come on. Okay, it's burning. Look, it's calming down now. So what we're going to do is we're going to add some of the parsley in there and some of the Parmesan. It's about, I think, 5 tablespoons of Parmesan, and then we've got some of the lemon zest in there that I wanted to put in. So let's put that. I'm the messiest cook. It drives my husband mad. So that's kind of smells delicious. So whilst they're kind of cooking up and hopefully cooking off the wine, and the wine's absorbing and the cheese is getting in there, I'm going to add the rest of the Parmesan to the kale salad that's already been massaged and has the oil in and the lemon juice. I'm going to try and get a little bit more lemon out of this bad boy and mix it up. Yeah, I didn't have enough Parmesan, but I think it'll suffice. It'll be lovely. And actually just tear it up a little bit more. There we go. Let's see how we're doing. And that is your Benny's Drunken Crouton and Kale salad. What you would have done is you would have let them cool down, but I'm really hungry, so we're going to eat it now. Delicious.